23rd December 2022, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the UK. Every Tuesday and Friday, I go live at this time and cover topics such as Google Ads, YouTube ads, digital marketing, anything and everything to help you generate more leads or sales from your for your online activities and um, marketing campaigns. So today is the last session or the live stream of the year for 2022, and what a year it has been. And every December we say the same thing, that the year flew by, and it seems like as time goes forward, every year it just goes a bit faster. So what I'm going to do today is not to go through any particular topic. I'm going to talk about how the year it has been for us as a business, what happened, what we did, and talk a little bit about the next year, 2023. So next week there won't be any live streams, and we'll start from week commencing the 2nd of January. So if you are new here to this live stream, usually the format of the sessions is that I'll cover a certain topic, and then I'll take any questions you may have towards the end of the session. So if you are new or have been here before, you know the drill. Put in your comments in the chat box or the description around this video, and I'll come to those towards the end of the session. Okay, so let's start with um, 2022. How it was it for us? Well, we've just reached our 20th business anniversary. So that's a milestone which me and my wife and our team are really proud of. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. To reach 20 years for your business, as you will know, is not very easy. You have to keep going forward and not to give up. And there will be lots of challenges, problems, difficulties, everything on the way. You just have to ride it out and keep moving forward. So, those of you who don't know how we started our business as traditional photographers, and we've literally done a 360-degree, um, uh, I would say, marketing, not a U-turn, but a full cycle as to how our business has evolved. So, we started out as photographers doing social and corporate photography. Internet was very new. There was no Google at that point in time. We started to get on the internet. We were, in fact, one of the first photographers to get a website. And slowly, things started to move very quickly on the online side of business. Me being an evangelist for Nikon UK, I knew what was coming along, why a video on a digital camera they put in. The mobile phones started to come in, especially the iPhones. Why have they put a camera and a video on a phone? So I knew the trend was going this way, where imaging and videos were to play a huge part in anybody's business. We started as we were photographers. One day, one of our clients said, "Well, you're doing our photos and videos. Why don't you do our website?" And for every website, two of the most important things are videos and photos. If they are good quality and done professionally, your website is going to look even better. So we ventured into web design for a little while, but it wasn't our cup of tea. So we don't do any web designs as such. But what we did do is Google Ads, and we're pretty good at it, because when you have a website, you need traffic. And the best source of traffic is Google or YouTube, because it's got high intent. Anytime anyone has got a problem and they're looking for a solution to their problem, you're going to go to YouTube or Google to ask for that question. Although we have got other channels now like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on, they are not where those channels are what we call the disruptive marketing, where you stumble upon things. You're not going to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok to search for a particular solution for your problem. Google and YouTube is where, or Bing, where we go to. So in 2009, when the Lehman Brothers, those of you who are old enough to remember the doom and gloom which started after Lehman Brothers collapsed and the recession hit the world, our traditional marketing, i.e., local events, trade fairs, magazines, and newspapers, weren't performing as well as before, and it was getting more and more expensive. So we ventured into Google Ads. And I thought, what is this Google Ads? Let me have a play with it. And without knowing anything, I just put up some campaigns, and we started to get clicks and to our website, and we started to get leads and sales. And then lots of my friends and people who I knew started asking me, how are you using this Google Ads, and can you run these ads for me as well? So I knew at that point in time that there was a demand for this expertise, and I looked further into it and came across the Google Partner Program, where you have to apply, qualify, and then you get certified by Google. So since 2013, 14, we then stopped our social and corporate photography and focused mostly on Google Ads, and that's what we have been doing. So the moral of the story is, we did not know that we never dreamt of that we'll be digital marketers when we started our business. We were just taking photos. So you have to evolve your business. You have to change with the times. Just don't stand still, because I know a lot of photographers who stayed as photographers are struggling a lot, because everybody is using their mobile phones to take photos. So the demand and the appreciation of good quality photography has really gone down, and people are not willing to pay for it. So that is what you want to do is, and the technology now is moving at such a fast pace, especially on the online world. And after COVID, everybody appreciates the power of being online. You've got to have a presence at every touch point in the on the path of the customer journey to a conversion. You just can't be on Google. You got to be on Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and so on. Try to be at each and every um, touch point where your potential audiences go. Then we looked at Google Ads, and 4 years ago, I seriously started my video marketing journey, where I took video as a serious channel. And those of you who have been following me, you've seen how much content we upload regularly. It's non negotiable for us not to upload video a day, every weekday, I should say, or multiple times a day during the week. Has to be done. My team knows it, and I don't think the last time we did miss any day or days for not uploading the video, because there's no excuse. We have the systems, we have the processes, and once you have these dialed in, then it's going to just churn out content like clockwork, right? So I'm going to talk about video marketing in a little bit as well, but let's look at the overall year. And I can see some of the questions from Himayu and Abdelili. I'll come to those questions in a bit as well. Travel wise, for me, was very hectic in 2022. I think I went to the US 5 times, couple of times to the Middle East. Most of our clients are in the US, many in the Middle East, especially the UAE, Dubai, and places like that. I was very fortunate to go to Doha last month at the Football World Cup, which was a tremendous experience, an amazing experience, and an unforgettable time I had with my son over there. So travel wise, yeah, I'm very tired and I'm looking forward to having a few days off from tomorrow onwards. Then we had the good fortune or the of coming up runners up in the Digital Marketeer of the Year contest, which is run by Digital Marketeer, which has a community of over 120,000 marketeers. They nominate the top 10, and I was one of the marketeers in the top 10, and eventually I got voted as a runners up, which was a very proud achievement for me and for us as a business, because it shows that what we are doing in terms of marketing, especially video marketing, is appreciated by others and they notice what we are doing. Video marketing, if you haven't started, got to get on the bandwagon. Well, yesterday. If you haven't, then today is the right time for you. I also got invited to speak at Traffic and Conversions Summit in San Diego, which is one of the biggest marketing event in North America. So that was again my debut over there. It was one of my goals for the last few years to speak at that event, and I got invited, which was a great experience for me. Then I'm off to me and my wife are off to Las Vegas in end of January or third week of Jan, speaking at the affiliate Summit West in Las Vegas. And then in March, I'm going back to my roots, which is photography. So there's a society for professional photographers called the Societies, and they host the annual photography convention in London every year. It's the biggest convention or photography convention in the whole of Europe, and photographers from all over the world they travel over there. So I've been invited to speak at that convention as well. With regards to Google Ads, we walk the walk and not just talk about it. So when we talk about Google Ads, we actually spend our own cash running our own campaigns, generate leads and customers for our business. And this is how we sharpen up our skills for our campaigns and do a lot of testing to see what's working, what's not working. I think we spent about 80,000 US dollars last year on our Google Ads, and that gives us a good amount of regular leads coming into our sales funnel, which we can then follow up and convert. And the most of the budget we spent on Google Ads was on video marketing. I would say 80-85% is on video. So what's for the future and 2023? I will start off the first session in 2023 about that, but just briefly talk a couple of things about that. First of all is obviously the AI. I'm sure you must have heard of all these new AI tools coming out, especially the new one, which is the taking everything by storm, the chatbot, Chat GBT. So that is going to play a big. Um, it's going to be huge, and it's going to, I would say, take over. It's going to have a big influence on how we create content, how we write content, and so on. It's going to make things a lot easier, but make sure that you just don't copy and paste it. Use your initiatives, use it as a starting point rather than the end point, um, and add your um, expertise and knowledge and know-how in that content, and not just leave it to the bots to write the content for you. The other thing which I'm very excited about is the YouTube Shorts. That is going to blow up even further. And if you're not shooting 60-second videos, then you got to start shooting it now. Again, there's no excuse whatsoever for you not to get started. Because with video marketing, you're going to build up your brand. Yeah. And I'm not talking about just like, oh, building up a brand like McDonald's, Dell, Google, Apple, and so on. Building a brand means set creating content like this, what I'm doing. And when you guys listen to me or watch my videos on YouTube, you I'm pushing you further down the funnel, because the more you listen to me, the more you're going to hopefully like me, know me, and then trust me. And that is the important factor, is the trust factor. You've got to build up that trust. And once you have built up that trust with your audience, to convert them is extremely, extremely easy. So that's what you want to do. Build up your brand, create content, and get started. The first few videos will suck. You won't be good at it. Same, it was the same with me. But as you keep on doing it, you're going to get better and better. And don't tell me that you don't like listening to yourself or watching your videos. Same here. It's the same with everybody. But I'm not here sitting and watching my own videos, right? It's you guys. And when I get nice comments, I appreciate it, and absolutely, keep on doing it, because I know that what I'm creating, people like it and appreciate it. So I appreciate all the support, and a lot of you guys visit these live streams regularly. I appreciate that very much as well. So thank you so much for your support. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go to the questions, and if you have any questions, then start pinging them in now, because there is a 30 seconds or so delay. So if you leave it to the very last second, I may not see your question. Okay, Himayu. Yesterday I designed an ad for my client, but Google suspended that account as I was running ads for his social media marketing agency. So that doesn't tell me why they have suspended the account. It's nothing to do with his running ads for the social media marketing agency. We are an agency. We run ads for our clients. So there must be something else which got the account suspended. So it Google won't tell you specifically why, but it will give you some ideas as to what's happened, circumventing circumstances and whatnot, and the 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 product or the service which you are trying to promote. Is it allowed? Because there are certain products which Google will not allow you to run ads for. Um, so without knowing a little bit more, Himayu, if you want to put a little bit more in the comments as to what were you running and what happened, then I can come back to your question again. Any suggestions for repair service business? Now, IT repair or IT service businesses are very difficult. Or mobile repair service, Google had suspended quite a while ago. So I'm not sure again what kind of repair service you are. But if you're repairing things like washing machine, refrigerators, TV, and so on, yeah, you can run ads for those. But look at the Google support center and see what is allowed, what isn't allowed. And for these kind of repair service business, like again, plumbers is a great example. Locksmith, car recovery or breakdown repair services, and all those kind of businesses. The call ads work really, really well, because if you got a leaking tap, you're not going to fill in a form and wait for somebody to come back to you after 2 days, right? You need to speak to somebody right now, and call ads is what I would suggest you do. Okay. What recommended conversion actions for Google Ads account? What happens if you don't set up those conversion actions? You should never run a campaign without setting up your conversions, because Google will not know The algorithm, the machine learning, the AI won't know what you are looking for, and you will not know what is making you money and what is losing you money. So never, ever, ever start any campaign without setting up your conversion actions. The first thing you want to do is to set up that. Set it up, whether it's a phone call from ads, call from websites, WhatsApp or a chat click, somebody makes a purchase. That's conversions, right? Somebody signs up to your newsletter, someone books an appointment in your calendar, someone downloads a PDF or an e-newsletter or a white paper or something like that. These are all the different types of conversions which you want to track. But obviously, you won't have all these conversions. So, from your question, Abdalila, I believe you are running a Shopify website where you're selling products. Conversion action would be a purchase. Now, for that, you need to track the return on ad spend, which is called the ROAS. How much money you are making when you sell through Google Ads. So if you're giving one to Google and 4 or 5 back, then you can work out whether you're making money or not. So that's what I would recommend, that you set up your conversion action first. Does privacy policy necessary? Yes, absolutely. Can we use landing page? No, you can't. So you can have a landing page, but then link your privacy policy to your main website right at the bottom in the footer. With that privacy policy and terms of use, you've got to have, and you won't be able to run without um, these on Google, Facebook, or any other traffic channels. Oh, okay. So you said home appliance. So as I said, TV repair, washing machine repair, and so on. So give me good suggestions to get good results. Yeah, call ads. Make sure that you're targeting the keywords which have got the right intent, and people are looking for somebody like you. So cheap TV repair or 24/7 TV repair and keywords like those. Be very aggressive with negative keywords for anything which is not about repair. So if somebody is buying a TV, you don't want your ads to show through for that. So buy, sell, those kind of keywords, put them as negative keywords straight up. If you had to choose the most important factor that will impact the success of a Google Ads campaign, which is that one according to you? Great question. I don't think there is one important factor, and I'll give you an analogy of a football team, right? Okay, let's talk about Argentina, the world champions. If Messi was playing on his own, can he win the World Cup on his own? No, he can't. He needs the 10 other players. But the 10 other players also need Messi, right? He is the superstar, the best player in the team. So you have the striker who will score the goals. But if the team members or his players don't pass the ball to the striker, they won't, or he or she won't convert and score the goal. So this is also Google Ads or digital marketing is also played as a team game, because you've got the keywords or the search queries, right? What people are searching for. Then you look at your keywords, which ones you are bidding on. Then you've got the ads, what ads you've written or you created, be it text ads, image ads, video ads, and so on. Then you got the landing page, because once you get the click onto your website or your landing page, then the ball is in your court, not in Google. Google has given you that person who's looking for that solution to their problem which you may have. Then they are on your website or your landing page. How good or bad that page is. Do you have a strong headline, call to action, offer, price? All these things you got to test and optimize before you start to get great results. So there's no one thing which I can say, oh, by the way, just add negative keywords or write new ads or set up the conversion tracking when your campaign is going to improve. Yes, it will help improve the campaign, but you've got to make sure that the chain is not broken anywhere, because once it breaks at one point, then you have a problem. So this is what we call the customer value journey. How you take them step each step up the ladder to that next place, or push them further down the funnel, so that from the top of the funnel you keep pushing them down to the bottom of the funnel. So there's no one factor or important factor. There are lots of factors which will influence the success or failure of a campaign. But yeah, great question. Hi Komal. If I didn't get conversions, so what is best bid strategy? Bid strategy is not going to get you conversions. Bid strategy is just you telling Google whether you want clicks, whether you want conversions, whether you want impressions, and so on, right? So if you're not getting conversions, you got to assess everything. Okay, let me look at the search terms which trigger my ads. Let me see my ads. Have I got the right info of or the message which my audience is searching for and looking for? And then you look on your landing page. And if you've got clicks from the relevant keywords, then you've got to look at your landing page, your website, your offer. If an offer is not working, let's say you're offering download my free PDF or a white paper. If that's not working, that means people are not bothered about that. Then you change that call to action to something like book a free consultation or an appointment with me, or a strategy call with me, right? Because quite often we try to give them free information, but the person who's looking for that solution, they already know that I have this problem. They are problem aware. All they need to do is to speak to somebody who has got the solution to the problem. They don't want to sit there reading ebooks and downloading white papers and so on. So that's how you want to do. And if you're not getting conversions, then you need to build up your brand also, because as I said earlier on, know, like, and trust. That is important. Start creating video content, 60-second videos with your smartphone. No excuses. You got everything in your pocket, and that's what you want to start doing to create that, brand affinity and building up your brand. Okay, I'm getting calls out of my city like 1,000 kilometers away. So put those areas or cities or towns as negative locations, then that should stop. I've selected the presence in location and also add exceptions of other cities, but I'm still getting calls from other cities. I have also got help from Google team, but they're saying that okay, they're not helping much. So add them as negative locations in your campaign, and that should stop. And use the one which is the second bullet point, which is people in your targeted location, not the recommended one, because that's where you are getting calls from many miles away. All right, I'm going to have a look at if any other questions are there. If not, then we'll wrap it up for today. Yeah, I think I've covered all of these. Brilliant. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I will see you on the week commencing the second. So the third is a Tuesday, which 3rd January is the Tuesday, which would be the next live stream. So wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have some time off from work and enjoy your holidays. And I look forward to seeing you guys back in 2023. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.